G'day, I'm Kevin. I've been here in Thailand for about a year now, travelling, relaxing, exploring and learning. Living here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and the adventure continues. This is 52 weeks. We are at the Mae Kha Canal, or what was the Mae Kha River at one stage and still is a little bit. It's a natural waterway which runs along the outside of the Chiang Mai city. It was part of the kind of defences as well. So there was the moat around the old city. Then this Mae Kha Canal was an outer moat. And then the Ping River was the final kind of water barrier on this side of the city. So I've been threatening to bring you here for quite a while, and tonight's the night. Before we go in, I just wanted to show you this. It's quite a busy road, and much busier since they've opened up the canal, certainly at night. But a lot of the local businesses have taken advantage of that, and they're using their businesses as parking spots. So you can pay to park your motorbike over that side. And over here, this used to be some sort of greenery area. I think, not sure what they were growing, but it was a commercial area, I think. But they've turned it into a parking lot, so you can park your car here too. The canal itself is quite busy, particularly overnight. It's not so busy of a day. You might remember this from a couple of videos that I've done just wandering along. It was the first one where we wandered past and they were still in the construction phase, the late stages of the construction. Like Bangkok, they seem to be cleaning up the canals a bit in Chiang Mai. They don't have as many of them here. Looks like they're doing a bit of work on the drainage, but also kind of making access along them easier. So there we go, doing some work there. It's Sunday, so there's no work going on. And then I came here for one of the nights of the Loi Krathong celebration. That was really ram-packed. There were people everywhere, and they had the canal done up. You can see the difference now. It's still quite pretty, but not as many nights, not as many water slides to get your kachongs in the water. In fact, none. But still quite a nice place for a wanderer of an evening, and as you can see, people do like to have a wander down here of an evening. So the local community has taken advantage of that, and they've started up all sorts of businesses. Sorry, nearly got bumped into the canal. That would have been agitating for you. Yeah, somebody came around the corner and wasn't looking. Yeah, so lots of businesses. As you can see, there are lots of people here. It's a Sunday night, so weeknights are not quite as busy as I go past, but weekends, lots of people down here. So there's lots of places to grab something to eat or a drink. So going down this way, you can, on this side of the canal, you can walk through to the next road. Not that I've ever been down that far. It kind of becomes less kind of carnival-like and more like a local community a bit further down. The canal itself runs, as I say, all the way down here and then over the next road and down to one of the corners of the walled moat near the old city in this direction, and then back up in the other direction. It goes across Lloyd Crow Road and onward along to Chiang Mai Road, past Taipei Road of course, and then to another corner of the moat. So it was a pretty natural barrier and useful for defense. The place where we entered it was one of the gates through the outer moat, and it was called the Tilted Gate, not because the gate was crooked, but because the bridge kind of rose a little bit. So, as we went past that shop, because I've been learning Thai, I understood what they were saying. Kids everywhere tonight. Yes, I understood what they were saying. They were saying, you can look. Which is pretty common for vendors in the streets, telling people they can come in and have a look. So once upon a time, this was a natural waterway. And then as the city grew and the urbanisation happened around it, it became a fairly narrow canal, which contributed to poor water flow and the dumping of more rubbish in it. So it became kind of more and more toxic as time went by. And then the decision was made to rehabilitate it into this. They had done a section further back, and I think the plan is to do the whole canal at some stage, so it'll be a nice walk along the canal if they can pull that off. Yeah, but this section was done combination between private enterprise and government and community organisations, and has been pretty successful, so I think they will probably continue whenever they can. So I thought I'd just bring you for a walk along here tonight, just to give you an idea of what the general atmosphere of it's like. The location is a little bit out of town and not all that difficult to find. I think if you type the name into Google, you probably get directions here from wherever you are in the world, probably. But certainly Chiang Mai. Okay. Yeah, and it's a nice stroll. It's kind of a bit like the walking street markets, but a little less crowded. And oh, strawberries! I'll come back for some of those. A little less crowded, and a little more of a local flavour too. So there are a couple of bridges on the canal. We've just gone past the second one. And as you can see, it's becoming kind of less, it's like a kind of walking street now, and we're heading down into local community area. which you can go through, it's no problem. People are very friendly. But that's not a road I want to be on, so I'm going to turn around in a minute and head back. Yeah, so it's kind of a pleasant evening stroll. And here we are, back where we started. So I'm going to head for home now, and I will catch you later. Thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate the company. If you made it all the way to the end here but aren't a subscriber, you might like to consider subscribing by clicking here. Or if you'd just like to see something else that I've made, click here for something I think you'd like. And if you're feeling like a real binge, click here and it will take you to one of my playlists. Hope to see you on the journey again soon.